Beginning, the summons. I never planned to stand alone before an entire alien empire, much less with 1,000 armored soldiers watching my every breath. But that was before the Empress of the Dravari summoned me, a simple human engineer from Earth, stationed on a remote outpost. It began 3 days earlier, when the Dravari flagship Empyrean Ascendant appeared above our colony. Its shadow blotted out the sun for several minutes. People panicked, alarms blared, comlines overloaded. The Dravari Empire didn't visit planets, they conquered them. But instead of an attack, a single transmission arrived. Bring us the human named Kale Arden. The Empress commands it. My stomach twisted. I had never met their Empress, never crossed their borders. Why me? 2 hours later, I was escorted onto the massive flagship. Every corridor glowed with gold-blue symbols, and towering Dravari officers 8 feet tall, with metallic skin markings like shimmering armor, bowed as I passed. Bow to me. Nothing made sense. When the doors opened to the Imperial Hall, I froze. There she was, the Empress Velira. She sat on a throne woven from living crystal, her eyes luminous like twin galaxies. Around her stood warriors in heavy exo-armor, each capable of crushing a tank with one hand. She regarded me with the stillness of a star about to collapse. Human, she said, her voice echoing like a chorus, you will prove your worth. My army will watch. I swallowed hard. For what purpose? Velira stood, descending the steps with a grace that felt ancient, regal, and dangerous. The Dravari Empire faces a threat only you can help us understand. Me? Yes, she said softly. You will face the Zalrun drone, alone. A heavy door behind me slid open. A mechanical growl filled the arena. Whatever a Zalrun drone was, it didn't sound friendly. And the Empress, she watched me with an expression I couldn't read. Fear? Curiosity? Expectation? Whatever it was, there was no turning back. The battle no one expected. The arena roared to life, walls shifting with glowing symbols, air vibrating with a hum of ancient power. Dravari soldiers lined the balconies above, thousands of eyes burning into me. In the center stood the Zalrun drone. A towering, spider-like machine, 6 legs, a shifting obsidian shell, and eyes glowing red like volcanic embers. Its limbs sliced the air with blades that could cut steel in half. Great, I muttered. A death blender. A voice echoed overhead. Begin. The drone lunged at me immediately. I dove behind a pillar just as a blade sliced through the stone like butter. Chunks hit the ground, echoing my heartbeat. I wasn't a soldier. I wasn't a hero. But I was an engineer, and I knew machines. While dodging its next strike, I spotted exposed joints, thin, flexible conduits that allowed leg rotation. Weak points. I grabbed a discarded Dravari shock spear lying near the arena wall, apparently placed there on purpose. The Empress wanted me to have a chance, or to watch me fail spectacularly. The drone jabbed a blade forward. I rolled, sparks erupting as metal scraped the ground. I rammed the spear into the conduit, electricity surged, and the drone screeched, jerking violently. The Dravari army murmured in surprise. But the drone recovered faster than I expected. Its body shifted, panels sliding open. A swarm of microdrones shot out, circling me like metal hornets. Oh, come on. Using the spear, I smashed through the first ones, but more came. Their stingers sliced my arms and legs, nothing fatal, but enough to burn. The big drone charged again. I had seconds. I sprinted toward the wall, specifically, toward a glowing energy vent humming with power. I ripped off a panel and yanked out a cable sparking with blue fire. Electric conduits. Perfect. I waited. The drone lunged. At the last second, I slid under it and shoved the cable into the open conduit I had damaged earlier. The explosion shook the entire arena. The drone convulsed, legs twitching violently. Fire and smoke erupted from deep within its core. With a final screech, it collapsed, sparks raining across the arena floor. Silence. Thousands of Dravari soldiers stared. Some in awe. Some in disbelief. And Empress Velira. Her expression changed. From cold judgment to something like respect. She stepped down into the arena, her golden robe trailing behind her. You defeated it. Alone. I wiped blood from my lip. You told me to. Her eyes softened, a strange, unexpected warmth radiating from someone who commanded galaxies. The Zalrun have slaughtered thousands of my warriors, she whispered. Yet you, a human, saw its weaknesses instantly. I nodded toward the remains. Machines are predictable. Empires, not so much. Her lips curved slightly at that. Walk with me. The reveal why the Empress needed me. She led me through crystal corridors to an observation deck overlooking a swirling nebula. Kaelarden, she said, you may not know this, but humans see the world differently. Your species is unpredictable, illogical, and innovative. You find solutions where others see death. Asterisk asterisk. I blinked. Thanks. I think. Her gaze didn't waver. We need that unpredictability. A new threat rises, the Zalrun swarm. They adapt to every tactic we use. But they cannot adapt to your kind's creativity. There it was. The real reason she summoned me. You want me to train your army? She shook her head slowly. No. I want you to stand beside us as an equal. She paused. As my equal. My heart skipped. The Empress of an empire, asking me to stand with her? The attack, everything goes wrong. Before I could respond, alarms blared. Red lights flashed across the deck. A voice shouted over the system. Zalrun strike ships emerging from subspace. Direct hit predicted on the flagship. The Empress turned to me, eyes blazing. Come. We sprinted to the command hall as the ship trembled under impacts. Enemy ships fired beams that carved molten scars across the flagship's shielding. Dravari commanders scrambled. Soldiers formed defensive lines. The battle was chaos. Then the ceiling shook, metal screeching. And a Zalrun breaching claw tore through the hull. One of their elites dropped into the hall, a creature twice my height, armored in black bone plating. Soldiers charged it. It killed them in seconds. The Empress stepped forward, activating a blade of pure white energy. But before she could engage, I ran. Straight at it. Alone. The alien roared, swinging its blazing sickle arm. I ducked, grabbed a fallen soldier's pulse blaster, and fired point-blank at its breathing vents. The creature staggered. The Empress's blade flashed, and the elite fell in 2 pieces. She turned toward me, breathing hard. Why did you rush it alone? Because you needed time to strike. Her stare lingered. Intensity. Respect. Something more. Ending a new alliance. Hours later, the battle was won. The flagship floated, damaged but alive, in the silent aftermath. Velira approached me at the viewing deck again. You fought without hesitation, she said. My warriors witnessed it. My generals witnessed it. I witnessed it. She took a step closer. Human. Kael, you have earned a place among us. I exhaled shakily. So, what now? The Empress extended her hand, her voice soft yet powerful. Now, she said, you stand with the Dravari Empire. Not as a prisoner. Not as a tool. But as the one who shocked an entire army, and an empress. Her smile, that rare, dangerous, beautiful smile, formed. Walk at my side. And somehow, standing there with her, watching a galaxy wounded yet alive, I felt it.